A's use mooks. This is Metagrove's Freak looking at Thundercracker. Yeah, here. This offensive stereotype is a 2015 Transformers Warriors classes figures. Yeah, here's. And I know I said I wasn't going to do another figure until Squeaks, but I. Yep, I do have Squeaks. He is going to be the next Transformers video. But while I was at the store, I found this. I found Thunderhoof, and I thought I'd pick him up because even though I'm not a big fan of his character in the show, the toy actually looks pretty good. And I mean, I know that the Takara version of the figure is more accurate, at least color-wise is more accurate. But I like how the figure looks, so let's pop it open and take a look. Overall, I guess a decent figure. He's got ball joints in his shoulders, got ball joints in his elbows, and ball joints in his hips. Does have, of course, the regular swivel and knee there. He just has a ton of knee articulation because he can kick, like, as you can see, it's bending forward, and you can bend all the way back. So about 180 degrees of articulation. That's pretty good. And then the feet, he's got these nice, big, sturdy feet to balance on. So he's not going to fall over easily if you have him in a decent pose. He does have some waist articulation, but it's a little tight because of the way he transforms. Speaking of tight, because of his antlers, the basically the fork or the rake from his vehicle mode, he does have some trouble with these big bulky shoulders. You can flip up his horns like that to give him a little bit more articulation. And also, in addition to the ball joints, the arms do swivel forward and backward, though I believe that's a product of the transformation. Overall, not a terrible figure, though it does look pretty bad from the back. You can see it just is pretty hollow. He does come with one accessory. He comes with this cool gun. It does not have a visible barrel. It's just kind of flat on the bottom. But from the side, it looks kind of cool. It looks kind of like a flamethrower shotgun with like a saw on it. I'm sure there's some kind of weapon storage in vehicle mode. No real it's got some nice detailing, but it's all just solid black plastic. And the head sculpt is pretty decent. It's not amazing, but at least they have the little blue triangle on his forehead. And head does swivel. But the the horn posability thing, they're supposed to go back. They were packaged like that, and so I guess that's not terrible. If you want to ram people, you can pose them. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. There's not really a lot to talk about with this figure. Now I've been talking for about 3 minutes, but not really a lot to talk about for this figure. Let's just get it into vehicle. Forgot to mention too that there is a 5mm peg on his back, basically connecting his torso together. So you actually can plug his gun onto his back. It doesn't look very eloquent, but it does store there if you don't want it in his hands. It's an option. For comparison, here he is with Starscream. Looks good. Here he is with Gold Armor Grimlock, because I don't want to transform my other Grimlock. And he looks good. So he's definitely designed to scale with the robot mode. The robot mode is well scaled with other robots. The vehicle, as you'll see in a second, isn't. He is a tiny boy. He does have these nice big wheels that spin very freely. So, I mean, if you can get some traction, like on like a carpet or something, this is a very nice vehicle mode. The only problem is it's just really small. For example, here he is next to Warrior Class Strong Arm. Keep in mind, these two came out about the same amount of time. And while Strong Arm may be pretty hollow, and he does fold up very compactly, Strong Arm is, a good, like, inch or two longer and a bit wider you know, and keep in mind, all the horn section up here is pretty hollow. So there he is compared to Strongarm, and here he is compared to Grimlock. So two other, there we go. You can see he's, you know, about smaller than Grimlock. And Grimlock can ride on top of him. If you hold down his horn, he can ride on top of, Grimlock can ride on top, which is kind of cute. He's not intended to have Grimlock right on top. I just, spur of the moment, was like, let's just have Grimlock right on top because it looks cute. But yeah, Thunderhoof is pretty small compared to other deluxe class, warrior classes, especially when you consider that this is supposed to be the size of like a normal van, and this is a combine harvester, which is normally about twice as tall. Yeah, you know, one of these wheels should normally be about, oh, you know, 6 to 8 feet tall. So he's definitely scaled down. He is proportional for his robot mode, but his vehicle mode is really small. He does, of course, have some weapon storage for his gun. It can store in two places. It can either store on the roof by plugging in up here, though I haven't had a lot of success with getting it to plug in, but there is a little tab place there, so it could potentially, there you go, plug on top if you wanted it like that. Or if you go between the feet, there is a little bit of room for you to plug it in. It's kind of a tight fit, but I think you can plug it in. Like, there we go. You can plug it in with the teeth pointing forward. It's not pretty, but it works. You can plug his gun in underneath, and that looks a little bit better than having it sticking up on the roof. Overall, not a terrible vehicle mode. I kind of wish that these little black panels had been painted, but I mean, I like it. It's a nice metallic blue, and I think it's kind of a cute vehicle. I actually honestly like the vehicle more than the robot. So this was Thunderhoof. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, I've been Metagross Freak, and bada bing, bada boom? I don't know. I can't do Italian accents. I'll see you around next time. Bye.